test your machine, okay? I'm thinking this should have the needle change, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't have the time, but if you hear that kind of, did you hear like a little crickety sound?
Mhm.
Yeah, something's going on with the needle. Okay, in the meantime, this is what you're going to do. You're gonna start by putting in the pockets, okay? So, I want you to use about a 2.5 for your, so, we're starting with center front, we're joining center front seam. Don't forget to put in your notch so that you know, and don't make it too deep, just about a little quarter inch. So go to your center front and start at that point. Give me a 1/2 inch seam and stop it about 1 inch before you get to the intersection of the crotch there. So let's begin by going on, right on the notch. You're doing a 1/2 inch seam allowance. I always like to start by hand, okay? Again, you're making a sample, you're not doing production, so you have to work it. All right, so I'm gonna do a couple of stitches, and then I'm going to tack it. So, and then let's go. And there it is. So, 1/2 inch seam allowance, and 1 inch before you get to the crotch seam, okay? So now that we have this, make sure that everything's nice and clean, and we are now ready to start working on our pockets, okay? So like this, you're not gonna get your fronts confused. The next thing that I wanna do is I have 2 different types of pockets. One that has the entire pants, and one that has the cutout, okay? So I'm gonna use the one that's complete. And once I do this, I'm just gonna open it, open my 2 pieces so that I have a pair. I want you to work on both at the same time, because it is a pair. If you start doing one and then do another one, you're gonna get confused. Next thing you're going to do is you're gonna take your side front piece. This is my side front piece, okay? And it's gonna fit right on top of my pocket, okay? All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is just gonna turn around here, and I'm gonna overlock this. Now, I'm thinking that at home, you're not gonna have an overlock, all right? So then we'll do it without the overlocking, but I want you to know that this edge gets overlocked, okay? So let's just put it right on top, and if you feel that your fabric is moving, then you're just gonna put in some pins to hold it in place. You should be okay. Let's go to the other one. Make sure all my cut edges are nice and even, and then you're going to pin it as well. What's that? What are you talking about?
I said I didn't even know how to write notes about this. I'm just gonna wait for a video. I don't know what I'm writing.
There's plenty going around.
Yeah.
Nothing. Center front seam, side front on pockets. That's it. Center front seam of the shorts, and then side front piece over pockets. That's it. You want it in Spanish now?
Yeah.
Okay. Stop button. No, I'm just playing.
All right. Okay, so there we are, and let's see how many start.
No Spanish, but it's okay.
I'm gonna start this way, and I'm gonna do it in a 1/4 inch, okay? Because I'm just putting the 2 pieces together, one over the other, so 1/4 inch, okay? Get to the corner, and okay. Come over here, and I'm gonna do the same thing here. Okay, so here we are, and I don't have to tack it, because this is just overlay. This is not a seam, okay?
No, don't worry
Just
about it.
overlaying my 2 pieces over my pocket bag. And this is just, again, just holding the layers together. And there it is. And when pieces go together, I usually just sew them together, and that's that. All right, so there it is. The next thing that I need to do now is I'm going to do the same thing. So these are my side fronts, and they're done. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put overlay my facing piece on this pocket facing. And you'll know because the pieces will be like a puzzle. They're, again, a pair, right? And you're just going to fit it right on there. It has a notch, so make sure that you're gonna match the notch. You're gonna copy the pieces that I have up there. Unless you wanna make your own patterns. You're very creative, maybe you do.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay. You see what I'm saying? They all fit right on there. Pin them in place so that they don't move too much. And there we go. Same thing with the other one. So now what I'm doing is I'm overlaying the facing over the pocket facing. That's your step 3. Okay? No big deal. So here I am, and I'm going to go this way. Okay. Okay. So everybody understands what I'm doing here?
Nope.
What do you mean?
Gotta see the end result.
Oh, the end result. Well, you gotta know your steps too. Remember you have to do order of operations, yes? I'm just hoping you never have to do that, huh? So here I have my facing pieces. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna put my facing on. So that means if I put the facing on, it means that these pieces are gonna go right on top, okay? And I'm just gonna
Oh,
face it.
okay, now I'm getting it.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
gonna put your facing over the curved edge, and now that's what we're going to do. So let's start over here, and you're going to pin it in place. Make sure everything is cool here, and here I'm going to do 1/2 inch seam because now I'm joining 2 pieces. So I'm going to do a 1/2 inch seam.
Makes sense.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
A long time ago?
I stopped again. We're done.
Too close. That's it. Let's try again. All right, so now I did that, I'm going to do the other one. 1/2 inch seam, okay? Very slow. All right, now when you do this, I want you to clip your curve. This definitely, you have to do that. If you don't clip your curves, what's gonna happen, you're gonna get a lot of tension. 1/2 inch intervals. People are already, borrowing my scissors and I can feel how they're getting, they're abused. You all borrow Professor Williams' stuff?
Yes.
No, not this.
Red pen, oh yeah.
Ruler.
Yeah.
Rulers, yeah.
Tape.
I don't think I would lend out my scissors either. though.
Tylenol, sitting person. She's a nurse too.
All right, we're gonna now turn the facing to the inside. Okay, facings get turned to the inside. Now, if you're going to top stitch like you would do on a regular Western pocket for, let's say, a pair of jeans, a pair of pants, if you're going to top stitch it, this is your last opportunity to top stitch it. Now, when I top stitch, I normally, it's a decorative stitch, really, when you look at that. Now, I'm trying to figure out, does anybody have an extra spool of thread that I can borrow?
No.